Welcome back to the Upper Sandusky Community Library's Facebook page and another episode of Art History Lessons with Lisa. Today we're doing activity 8 and 9, and it'll be stretched over this week and next. Now, if you haven't been to the library and picked up your art kit yet, please do so. You can check out the supplies and the kit, and then for this week and next, we will be finishing up our sessions on Pablo Picasso. Like I said, I am going to add one more next week, next Friday, to finish this up. So I'm going to read the directions for you on the paper, but we're going to tweak them quite a bit. So it says, take front, side, and 3/4 angle photos of you or a friend using what you've learned about continuous line and looking at the How to Draw a Picasso Portrait worksheet for ideas. Create your own self-portrait in the style of Picasso. Create a rough draft in pencil below, then transfer it onto a drawing paper for your final art. Use oil pastels to color this final piece. And then the extension, which I'm going to kind of add to it, was different. And you can also do this separately if you want to make another piece, which, we might, but I'm kind of going to put this together. Find reference for a musical instrument of your choice. Create 2 drawings of the same instrument, each from a different angle. Example, above, below, from the front or the sides, etc. Draw one version in a rectangle on this page and the other on the rectangle on the next page. Then add color. When finished, cut out your second version and then cut into pieces. Glue down sections of your second drawing onto this page for a cubist-like artwork. Not all the pieces need to be used. Now, I'm not going to do that exactly, but I am going to, instead of a musical instrument, I decided to use a cat. And really, this all came about when I was just looking at some pictures that I had and kind of thinking about how I could put them together in a Picasso kind of art. So that's where I came up with this idea. Now you can follow this this activity directions exactly as they're written, or you can do something kind of like I did. When I looked at my pictures, I kind of got an inspiration for what I wanted to do. And that's what art is all about. So you do it how you want. I'm going to show you how I did mine, but you are completely free to do whatever you want and how you want to do it. And if you want to break these up into 2 separate activities, that's fine too. Now, I'm going to put this together in this video, and then next Friday, we're going to add one more session. I'm going to show you how I color it, but I just didn't have time to get all that in one video today. So the first thing you should know is I did use Publisher, which, if you don't know, comes with Word in the Office suite. And it's a really nice application to use because you can plop pictures into it, resize them, and it's got a pretty good tools for pictures. You can resize them, you can recolor them, you can make some of them transparent, and that kind of worked for overlaying some of the pictures together. And then I later just cut the pictures out, as you'll see in the video. But it was kind of helped me play around with them a little bit to see what I wanted to do. I also resized some of the pictures so that they would fit on top of the other picture. So that was very helpful. If you don't have that, don't worry. You can just cut your pictures out, as you'll see in the video. But it was very helpful to use Publisher. So let's get started. See, I've picked my daughter Callie's picture when she was dressing like a zombie, and I kind of resized it on Publisher as I was talking about before. That way that side face, that profile would fit up on top of her picture. It's not exactly the same size, but hey, it's Picasso, so who cares, right? I kind of wanted to line it up center and played around with the hairline there, but I finally figured out what to do. Also, I wanted to point out that in this picture, the messed up eye is on the left, where in the original picture it was on the right. And I did that because I wanted the messed up eye to show. So I did that on Publisher by simply just flipping the image. And that's the other fun thing about Publisher. It also does that. And I did that because this profile picture was going to fit down on the right side of the picture. So I wanted the yucky eye to show up on the left. So for the cat, this was originally one picture, and you see this stuffed cat is much smaller than the actual cat, although he has always reminded me of this stuffed animal. So I thought, let me put this in Publisher, and then I just copied and pasted and made extra copies of it, and then I cropped it and made the stuffed cat the same size as fingers. And there you go. You have the way that looks. And then we will take it and I'll cut them down the center. And I originally put the right side over that, but it just didn't line up right. So I played around a little bit with it and eventually realized that putting the stuffed cat on the left of fingers actually ended up lining up much better than the other way. So in the finished one, you'll see that I actually flip-flop that a little bit. And you just have to play with yours and see what fits the best. And remember, it's Picasso, so it really doesn't have to fit. So in this next little clip of video, I'm going to show you how I tried to just lay the picture over the other picture and then put it on my light box, which I'll explain in a minute. But it showed through both and it was hard to draw around it. So I decided to just cut both pictures, or at least, yeah, I think I did cut both pictures in half and then put them together so that when I put them on the light box, the picture on the bottom didn't show through so that I could trace it better. A light box is just something you can buy. I don't think they're very expensive, probably in an art store. And it just has a little light in it so that you can put papers on top of it and then trace over things. It makes it really nice. Now, the cheapest, easiest way to do this is find a nice window in your house, tape the pictures up there, and it'll work just as well, and it's free. I just happened to have one, so I used it. Now you can see I'm tracing around the objects, and I placed them where I want them on the paper, and I placed my paper on top that I'm going to actually color on, and then I am tracing around both things that I want to put in my picture. You don't have to put two subjects in your picture, but I wanted to call this kind of maybe the girl with the cat or something like that. Now, as I'm drawing over this, I'm bringing my little worksheet that has Picasso-like lips and noses and eyes. And that's where this little handy dandy sheet will come in handy when you want to draw in some different things that look very Picasso-ish. The author of the book has nicely put together some Picasso-like lips, eyes, noses. Like I said, he had some funny ways of drawing some things. So if you want to make it look more like Picasso, kind of look at his old pictures and you can see, but she's put a nice little consolidation of those right there on that worksheet. So this is what I have so far, and I think we're going to stop right here. I am probably going to tweak this a little bit and make some little adjustments and add some things into it before I color, and I will videotape all of that for you, and it'll be up on the next video next Friday at 4 o'clock on Facebook. So have fun and take your time working on this week. Trust me, this didn't take me just 8 minutes to do. It was pretty time consuming, so that's why I wanted to break it up into 2 videos. So have fun working on this, and next week I'll see you again. We post every Friday at 4 o'clock, and if you like these videos, you can pop on over to my YouTube channel, Property of Lisa, for more fun videos. Please subscribe when you're there too. Thanks, I'd appreciate it. See you next time.